Hiya, welcome back to our Devon and Cornwall birthday road trip. In our last video, we spent the last few days exploring Devon and mainly animal spotting for me. We wrapped up driving through Dartmoor and on the hunt for ponies. From here, we headed towards Newquay, where we'd be setting up camp for the next few days. We did a quick pit stop at the vintage superstore, where I found some amazing reworked vintage pieces before. But I must admit, it was a lot of jeans on this visit, and that might well be my least favourite item of clothing to shop for. But it's definitely worth a visit if you're in the area. From there, Aidy had one last mystery stop for me, which I wasn't expecting at all. The Davidstow Airfield runway is a disused runway on Camelford, about an hour out of Newquay. This old RAF runway is still used by microlights and gliders, but I'm sure now mainly used by cars to race and do donuts. I spotted it was on Park for Night, so I'm sure you could park there overnight, one that we kind of fancy trying in the future. It was pretty awesome to drive around though, just mind out for the potholes and the sheep. From here, it was time to hit the road to that next campsite. Good morning. I'm going to let Aidy say where we are. Where's the name of it?
I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Trewan Hall.
It's such a nice campsite. We've stayed here before with the dog a couple of times. But it's, where is it? St
Columns Major?
Yeah, somewhere like that.
It's near the airport in Newquay, basically.
I'll put some kind of map, I'm sure. But it is so beautiful. So it's an amazing hall run by a family. I think they've had a campsite here from what we saw yesterday for, I don't know what.
Since the 60s?
Since the 60s or so. Loads and loads of stuff going on here. We're currently obviously like in this little woodland that's just sort of runs adjacent to the pitch. So they don't have set pitches here. It's just one big lovely field with electric, and you just sort of put yourself down somewhere that works for you really. But yeah, we will show you around now while we're walking around with a coffee, so it might be a bit wobbly. But yeah, definitely. It's about £30 a night with electric, but there's loads and loads of stuff to do here. We just tend to chill out here, but they've got all kinds of activities and stuff, so we shall show you around. You could easily spend your time just walking around the grounds here, especially on a sunny day. The first thing to mention is the heated outdoor pool that they have here. Although still covered at the moment, it is always popular in the summer months. There's plenty for slightly older ages too, with a ping pong room, a library with free Wi-Fi and board games, and even this awesome slot car racing track. You'll also find a snooker room, cinema room where they hold music nights, and a great little shop. There's just so much that they put on here. It is definitely my favourite campsite that we use down towards Newquay. All the facilities are brilliant here and the staff are super friendly. Even if you don't actually want to camp, we spotted that they also have some barns available to rent out, and they look really lovely. Now, we actually only had one night here, as it was a little further out from where we wanted to be, but we should definitely be back soon. We headed off for our final campsite, Monkey Tree. Once again, Aidy braved those narrow country roads. Hiya. I've no idea where this will be in the video because I haven't figured out really where I'll edit anything, but we're in Cornwall. Were we before? We were in Cornwall this morning. I don't know. No, I like it when it's random. So we left the hall this morning. We can't pronounce the name of, but we really like. We've been there a few times. I'll write it down below. And headed off further towards Newquay, where we're going to spend the next couple of days. That's come off the table, my love. So Eddie's just picking up bits of metal. It keeps the bottom bits attached. Just put it there. I'll fix it. Yeah, can't take them anywhere. We headed off. And very quickly into the journey, Aidy remembered this place that we always say we'll go to and never have done. And we did a bit of a quick UE and you went over there. I love that we're literally kind of basically advertising it like a bar at the moment. So it's the Bearded Brewery. Where is it? Well, let me have a look. Does it say where they are? St Morgan?
Yeah.
Maugen? Well, Morgan sounds less German than Maugen. But yes, I will put a clip in for us driving in. It's a really nice little brewery, and honest to God, that nothing tasted alcoholic. It was completely dangerous. So we popped in thinking we'd probably pick up a little bit of cider. They mainly do cider and rum, I think that was it, and pizzas when they're kind of all going. Obviously we got there when they're probably pretty much just opened up. But they have loads of events on and music nights and stuff like that. But we just thought we'd kind of bob in while we could. So we did a little, what do they call them? Like tasting board?
Yeah.
Tasting board of the fruity ciders, because I was involved and I like a fruity cider. And honestly, they really were just like squash, weren't they? Really lethal, didn't taste alcoholic at all. So we bought these lovely little setups here. So we went for just peachy, one with a bottom on it, and the mustache mango, and they were both really tasty actually. So I like that there's one old Mount cider just there, just lingering around as well. So we are now at Monkey Tree, which is outskirts of Newquay. We're about, 20 minutes. I don't know what that was, 15 minutes from Newquay? Something like that. 10, 15, 20 minutes from Newquay. We've stayed here before as well. It's like a big holiday park, so it's massive. I love it. It's really empty at the moment, but they have put us right in the corner. But to be fair, I'm not mad about it. It took me like 60 seconds to walk to the loos. I'll probably whack a little map in or something like that. But this is our longest stay, so we've got 3 nights here before we go home. Now, something I've learned whilst editing this video is that I shouldn't have the gesture assist on the camera set to on, because I tend to wave my arms around like an idiot far too much, meaning that the camera stopped recording me here, probably for the best. But just to say that here is a quick tour of our nearest facilities on site, and as you can see, it really was in a little world of our own in the corner. Now, it was football on tonight, so we arranged some taxis and headed into Newquay. First stop was one of our favourites, sorry, I feel like I say that quite a lot, Sinking. From there, it was off to walk about where Aidy could watch the footy and I could drink a cider. Last stop was another favourite, Herd Burger, where Aidy might have eaten a little bit too much. Eating so much Herd Burger he might die. Don't die. Stop. Good morning. We are on Friday. It's Friday. I should know that because it is my birthday today. We've gotten up nice and early and are heading off to the Cornish Seal Sanctuary, which is down in Gweek, which I've no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. That's what it looks like, Gweek. And about an hour away from where we're staying at Monkey Tree. So Aidy's got the short straw as always and doing the driving, because I know we are going to get some very, very narrow roads that all going all the way down near enough. But yes, I had found this place online, thought it looked really amazing. They do loads of rehabilitation work, and they also have a new enclosure which is called Puffin Island, where they have some rehabilitated puffins, which is right up my street. So we are off to go and see some of those too, hopefully. We shall take. The Cornish Seal Sanctuary is a charity that rescues and rehabilitates grey seals and pups from around the Cornish coastline. From September to March each year, the sanctuary rehabilitates over 70 seal pups that have been rescued from various reasons, from malnourishment to being separated from their mums. The sanctuary also provides a permanent home to animals that need special care, including a new puffin enclosure, which I am very excited to see. These puffins are new to the sanctuary and are non-releasable rescued birds who are rehabilitated by their sister site, the Beluga Whale Sanctuary in Iceland. Another really cool thing about this place is that they have reintroduced beavers here in the creek. Sadly, we didn't get to see them, but it's a great walk and I like the idea of coming back to one of their experiences to try and see them someday. So we are back from seeing the seals and puffins and a very sleepy sheep and some goats, and it was amazing actually. It was really nice. Roads were definitely pretty hairy. I was quite glad that Aidy, bless his heart, has done like all of the driving throughout this because they were super narrow. The really lovely lady that worked there did point us in the direction of a different way to go out that was a little bit wider in places. It still had about a mile where it was just so close, which so definitely sweaty bum time, I would say, but we were fine. So yeah, it was sort of about an hour or so away from where we are here in Newquay. What I didn't mention so far is while we were out last night, we made the decision that I had seen that Perranporth has got loads of really amazing kind of different music festivals and acts and stuff like that going on, and tonight they have a throwback beach party. I think I first saw it was called something like Bands in the Sands or something like that, but we bought tickets because we found that we could get a taxi to pick us up from here and bring us back. Tonight we will be seeing brace 5, but apparently so Aidy's told me there's only now 3 of them that actually perform, so but they can't be called 3, so 5, Atomic Kitten and the Venga boys. That is how we're spending my birthday. So wasn't planning that at all, but I think it'll be really good fun. So Perranporth's beautiful beach. Unfortunately, it's pretty cloudy. Normally I think it would be quite good for a sunset, but it is very overcast today. I think we are due some rain, so the waterproofs will have to come with us. It's definitely a much cooler day, but it will be a really great end to the day, I think. So I've got my animal fix in, and apparently I had a Venga boy fix that needed sorting, so not going to make any puns about the Venga bus coming or anything, just a regular taxi is coming, but I will film whatever we can. Aidy's on the side already. I mean, I could do with a nap, but I mean that's not particularly cool of me, is it? So we shall see how it is. I think we've done quite a long period of time that we'll be there because we can only get taxis for certain periods of time. So we'll see how that goes. Might not get much filming done near the end of it, but a really good day, as every day is that we've had down here. So feel very lucky to have such a nice week away. That's famous last words before you go and see Five and the Venga boys. So we survived our night watching Five, Atomic Kitten and the Venga boys. It rained a lot while we were there, but it was good. We managed to actually get ourselves a little table on the inside. Yeah, it was a really good night. It was probably, I would say, exactly as expected. I mean, other than Five being late because they were stuck on the A30, that just all felt like probably quite right for the age that we all are. But it was really busy. I will put some clips in from it. We had some really nice food actually afterwards, but we drank a lot of cider. Well, I drank a lot of cider. But it was a good night. We enjoyed ourselves. It was really good to actually have a taxi kind of drop us off and take us there and things, so we had no worries about anything. And yeah, a really good birthday all in all. I had seals and puffins and 90s boy bands and Atomic Kitten. So today is our last full day. We're going to head home tomorrow morning pretty early. So it's just doing all our last little bits in Newquay that we like to do. So we went to Sea Spray Cafe this morning, which we went to last time. Again, I'll put a few clips in of our breakfast and stuff, but the views are over Fistral and it's sort of right into the cliff face, and it is beautiful. It's the nicest place, and it's also, the food's really lovely, coffees are really good and much needed. So yeah, I was quite glad that we managed to get there pretty early to get ourselves a good spot. And then it was a little mooch around Newquay. There was a fun run going on with a local school, so we stuck around for that to give them a few claps and round of applauses and things. So yeah, we've just kind of basically come back to sort of get a bit more ready for the day, and then we will have our last little shifty around Newquay, make the most of being down here. It's not raining like it was yesterday, so that's good. It's a bit cloudy, but it's nice weather, so yeah, we shall see what the rest of the day brings for us. As it was so nice, we went for a little walk along the southwest coastal path, which is a great way to take in the views. This brought us all the way out to Fistral Beach. If you'd like to see more of Newquay, we actually made some videos earlier in the year, so I'll link them below. They go into much more detail than I can here. I couldn't leave Newquay without a visit to Pavilion to get some coffee and pastries, hoping that those pastries would last till tomorrow for the early journey home. We headed back to Fistral Beach Bar for one last evening, watching the surfers on the waves and just taking it all in. It really is our favourite place. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have any questions at all, do drop them in the comments below and I promise I'll get back to you. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure. And as always, we shall see you at the next one. Bye!